here we are gathering. This is at the park where you line up. We have lots of kids with us. As you see, there's Malcolm. And we have a dog with us as well. These are the people in front of us. Actually, they weren't even part of our group. They had this giant spaceship. It worked out really well.
So this is sort of a staging area?
Right. Exactly. The truckies are very snotty Scotty and the Hankies, which is a rock and roll band.
This is more of a preparation.
Everybody's getting into costume, running around Planet Earth and trying to get ready to march. There's a lot of jockeying for position who's going to be where you don't want to follow. There's Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, that's one of our junior members.
You don't want to follow someone with a loud band or be followed by anyone with a loud band because, they can't hear what music you're supposed to do. So everybody's wearing their Captain Kirk mask. That was the whole idea. It was what they were supposed to be. The spawn of Captain James T. Kirk, so everybody's wearing the James T. Kirk mask. And you have everything from the Andorians to Buzz Lightyear. It was great fun.
Yeah, I remember attending. There was quite a few different talented people that want to get into this parade, and some of them are famous and some are infamous. That was my Harry Mudd impression from the original series, and
as you can see, I have the Andorian in the background.
with the blue face.
The blue face.
And we had our token Captain Picard there.
We have all the children are in red shirts. Red shirts, as you know, are the perpetual victims of Star Trek. There's a red shirt in the scene change that already going to die.
This little girl was one of our members' daughters, and she had never been to this, and it was quite overwhelming.
She'd never been to Interfirst at all. So she was a little shy at first, but she warmed up towards the end. All the kids did. The Buzz Lightyear was a big hit.
This is, we've moved out from the park, and now we're out actually onto the street trying to get our position. And we have a large float with a big picture of Captain Kirk on the front of it.
I'm sorry, that's Snotty Scotty there on the truck. He's preparing. He usually leads off the parade.
This float is meant to look like an old-style shuttlecraft, and we have like a small sound system built into the shopping cart that we play along the way. Plays different kinds of effects and music. This is the actual parade from the sidelines. We had a friend shoot this for us. This is the Basset Hound Club. It's quite an eclectic group of people in the club. I mean, the parade, I should say. People love their dogs.
There's several dog groups in the parade. Interesting is there's also a group that part of their act is flinging hot dogs into the air, and then the dogs usually follow the hot dog flingers. So you see the Basset Hounds take their time walking because there's hot dogs all over the street. So one of the groups that we enjoyed last year was the Howdy Krishna. They were dressed like Hare Krishnas and they said howdy a lot. They had spurs on their sandals. They were great. This is the Red Hat Society. This is from a famous poem, actually, that talks about elderly ladies and how they will wear purple with a red hat that doesn't match. Pretty much feel free to do whatever they want now that they're older.
Oh, this is a great group. This is, I think it's an architectural association that have designed these houses, and they're like a drill team. And each one of these formations is supposed to be different items. That was a mudslide, and then this is going to be an earthquake, and then a mudslide breaking each other up. They're a real popular group because of their antics. And we have a lot of bands on the parade, too. This group has a lounge lizard for a lead singer and has his own choreography group following him. This was a theater group. I don't remember their names now, but they came in a lot of wild costumes and played music along the way. And
there's a lot of singles in the parade. A lot of people who just are themselves and, you know, all by themselves walking down the street, doing whatever they've fashioned for the day. And oftentimes as you're going down the street, people will join the parade, you know, just walk out from the side. If the crowd likes you, they'll throw tortillas at you. That was outlawed 10 years ago, but everybody ignores it. There's no rules in this parade. They just do what they want. So between the tortillas and the hot dogs and the service train walking down the street, quite a treat. These are the leader dogs. They really enjoy the hot dog throwing barbecue people as well. You got to watch where you're walking.
Yeah, the street's a real mess by the time you get to the end of it because of all the different items that get used in the parade. This is a great group from Humboldt State College, the Lumberjack Band. These guys are really, really great. They've been there several years. You get some really good band music, and then you get some questionable music in the parade, which is all part of the fun. One of the press people came up to me and asked me in an interview, you know, how would you describe the Daah parade? And I just said it was sort of a combination of the circus and Mardi Gras and Halloween all wrapped up in one. This is the hibachi grill team, and these guys have made catapults where they're catapulting cooked hot dogs into the crowd or wherever they wanted to shoot them. This is a disco grill team that was dancing their way down the parade route. Luckily, this parade is not really that long. It's only about 7 blocks, so it's not as taxing physically. This group here had their own floating balloon here that was really amazing. I think they were some kind of a philosophical group or a religious group. This guy, I think he called himself the bubble rapper. So he had bubbles. I never did get the name of this Roman group, Roman sort of style group. They have a large group, and they seem to be, their main focus is sort of gladiatorial games where they run around with blood packages and stab each other and fall down onto the ground.
And then bleed profusely.
Yeah, and they have a guy in Caesar's sort of character in this chariot. They're rather messy. Oh, there's a wardrobe malfunction there. And then some people shoot candy and stuff into the crowd. And you can barely see Spawn there, but we're actually shooting through another group that is the illegitimate sons of Lee Marvin. They've been in the parade for several years, and each one of their members dresses up as a different Lee Marvin character. And they were right in front of us that year, so it was kind of neat that we had Lee Marvin's sons, and then we had Spawn and Capt and Kirk that sort of fit. And those guys are really wild. I mean, between the bottles of booze and the beer and the cigars, they're really out there.
They have a coffin with them, and the coffin is supposed to represent Lee Marvin. And in the coffin, actually, is nothing more than a big ice chest carrying all the beer and stuff that they do.
Yeah, their float is actually just a giant reservoir for beer and such. But this was the 2002, and everybody dressed up and wearing their.
This is our first time, and as you can see, the kids are petrified. They're a little bit more comfortable with it now. They didn't quite know what to do, so they just quietly followed along behind. It's one of the dads right there carrying the banner. He's telling them, well, go out and meet the crowd, do something.
We have our 8-foot green alien and the float. This is one of our members dressed as a Romulan from Star Trek. But we're not just specifically Star Trek, we're a little bit of everything. So